Was really frustrating day today. Really frustrating performance. Team that didn't show good spirit. I think that just to consider this fact, more than the technical or tactical aspect that, of course, was not good enough, but the spirit of the team was unacceptable. I think that we have to show in the last 3 games that we have different attitude.
Have you been able to understand why that was the problem today? Why the spirit just wasn't there from the players?
Well, I think that there are some excuses, but I don't want to have an excuse. I think the performance was not acceptable. I'm going to the player. I already spoke to the player. This kind of performance we don't have to accept, and so we have to prepare the game and to work differently and to have a different attitude.
Jared Branthwaite will probably think that was a Premier League debut to forget. How much sympathy do you have for him being in the line that he was like that?
No, but he did his job. He came on a difficult game where the team was not good enough on the pitch. He did his job. He did well. It was a good experience for him. We are counting on him for the future. He has to grow. He has to improve, but he has quality to play with us.
And there were a couple of errors from Jordan Pickford during the game as well. Are you concerned that 1 or 2 of those errors are creeping in too much recently?
I don't want to talk individually about the performance of every single player. I said to the player that this attitude is not acceptable from me, and so we have to change immediately because we have a game on Thursday, and I want to see different spirit.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to ask a question? If you can raise your hand now, please. Phil Kirkbride, Liverpool Echo.
Carlo, just on your comments on the attitude, I mean, how concerning is that you've seen such a drop-off in attitude and spirit today?
But I think that if I have to be honest, like I am honest today, that the attitude was not acceptable. In some games, the spirit was really good. Against Liverpool, I can see, against also Norwich, against when we restart, against Leicester also. It's difficult to accept for this reason, because this team, this squad has a fighting spirit. Maybe the fact that we are far from the Europa League, the player didn't believe that we could reach, and so they left. They didn't have the spirit to fight for the next game, but it doesn't matter the result. I think this is you have to show on the pitch professionality.
Brad Cox.
Hi, Carlo. What are your chances now of a European spot?
It's really difficult now, almost impossible. But as I said, we had 3 games to the end, and we have to finish the season in a different way. It doesn't matter how many points we are able to take, but the attitude has to be different, and it will be different, I'm sure.
And then Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin have scored 61% of your goals in the Premier League this season. Is there a worry that you can't produce more goals from the midfield?
Now, when the team plays like this, it's really difficult for the striker to have opportunity. It's true that in the last few games we didn't have a lot of opportunity because we built up too slowly and we had difficulty to reach a good solution in front.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Dominic King from the Daily Mail.
Weeks ago, Seamus Coleman told us that you've not come to this club to be acceptable. No, you said not acceptable today, but that's as bad a performance as Everton have had all season.
I cannot hear you.
Dom, can you repeat your question? You broke up there.
I was just saying, Seamus Coleman said last week that you haven't come to the club to be a mid-table manager, manage a club in mid-table. How much do the players have to raise their standards?
I think we have, since I arrived, I think that this team did well in general. We went up from the relegation zone really fast, and we had some good performances. We compete with almost all the team, apart from Chelsea. The defeat against Chelsea, this defeat. So, of course, we don't want to stay. We want to stay at the top. We have to work together. We have to prepare well the next season. And full stop. And full stop. No one of us would like to be in the middle of the table. We would like to be at the top. This is the target.